Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, here at the 2017 Reese's Senior Bowl with Youngstown State defensive end Derek Rivers, or outside linebacker. I do appreciate you taking time, man. And I say both positions because some see you as a defensive end, some see you as an outside linebacker. Which position do you prefer, and what are the differences between the two?
Okay, well, honestly, anyone that lets me pass rush, to be real with you. But no, I can defend and run on both. I'm starting to see myself more as a 3-4 outside guy. That's what a lot of teams are telling me, that they see me as a 3-4 outside guy, which I like that. Pretty much there's no drop off, honestly. You're a pass rusher. You can pass rush with your hand down, pass rush standing up. The difference about it is, honestly, is you just got to cover more. That's all. You're covering a tight end or back coming out the backfield, standing up. With your hand down in the league, more you're either going to be, you'll still cover every now and again, but more likely you're just going to be rushing or you'll be setting the edge for real.
Now, there was one game that I witnessed up close to person. It was a Pitt game. And I thought you did a great job in that one, getting after the quarterback, making some plays. Do you think your talent rises to the occasion? Because a lot of times when you see FCS teams play FBS teams, some guys on the team may be ready, some guys won't. But I think you're ready every time you guys face a tough challenge. Do you think that's true, or do you think you're willing to raise that level, especially being out here?
No, you definitely gotta raise the level. You gotta be better than the day before. As far as like going into those bigger games, those guys put on the shoulder pads just like we do, man. I mean, God bless us with the opportunity to come out here and play ball. We're nothing without them. So you really don't worry about the person you're going up against. I mean, if you prepare, you're going to feel way more prepared going into the game. But I mean, if you go out there and play for the Lord, it's a different feeling, man. You don't worry about nobody. You just go out there and play for Him. If you mess up, because nobody's perfect, you're gonna mess up. Just go out there and play ball. I mean, those guys are FCS. I mean, FCS and FBS, there's no difference. The only thing that's different is depth. They got more players on the sideline than we do. So, but I respect those guys a lot. I mean, it's different. It's a little bit of a difference, but the grind is the same.
One thing that's impressive about your game, I thought you got better each and every year. A lot of times, you know this, you see guys come into college, they may be great and they stay the same way as a freshman and don't get better. What allowed you to get better, and who is a credit for that?
God, number one, honestly. He's my motivation, and really you can't have a sense of being comfortable. A lot of people like being comfortable, and you just got to have that uncomfortable feeling. You got to push your body more and more, so you don't do the same things you did last year. You can be better, and I credit that to, like I said, number one, him, and I credit our coaches for pushing me, and me and my buddy Avery Moss back in Youngstown as well, for being more dominant as far as like going into this season than last season. Just being better, watching the film, and seeing things that we can do differently.
Now, you mentioned coaches, and we do have a mutual connection here. Coach Brian Chris was a good coach of mine at University of Louisiana, home of the Raging Cajuns. He was also a coach of yours at Youngstown State. Very good defense, by the way. And can you talk about how his imprint on you goes way back to when you was a little toddler?
Man, I know Coach, well, in Youngstown was the first time I met Coach Chris. My dad played ball at Virginia Tech, so he knows. My dad knew his wife's family were my dad's foster family, so that's how that connection was made. And when Coach Chris first stepped on campus, man, that's like I can go to him for anything. It's like my second father. So I can go to him if I was in trouble or if I felt stressed out. I mean, before the season, he told me about this whole process, and he was just there for me. So Coach, I love Coach Chris to death, man. He's an awesome coach, does a great job at what he does, and he's one of the best in the country.
Final question, what part of your game right now you think is just being vastly underrated by a lot of people?
I say being dominant on the run. That's something that I had to work on this past season, and I feel like I'm going to showcase it as well here.
Well, we definitely wish you the best of luck this week and moving forward.
I appreciate it. No problem.